Hello and welcome to Cosmos with Bailey. My name is Bailey, so I got my intro down pat now. So last night I had a dream to do a video, and it was to do with the planetary collapse, and this is a planetary update, so this is including reading the cosmos of the Earth and the collapse of the old world or toxic masculine and feminine energies on the Earth. So I'm very hesitant to use the word toxic because from my understanding and what I have been shown is that unless we talk about the toxic feminine and we talk about the toxic masculine, when really, and also because we are starting to upgrade here in our masculine and feminine energies, we are no longer willing to just sort of tolerate that behavior. And I feel like that's where the term narcissism comes in now, because we are less tolerant of those behaviors, and so we want to label them to understand them, which is normal to do. However, from a higher perspective and from my understanding, the toxicity of the masculine and the feminine comes from the lower chakras. So this is how you get what we maybe would call narcissistic traits in people, and then it comes from the lower chakras. And I'm not too versed yet with video stuff, and I would probably put up a picture of the chakras up in the corner, but I will just link it something to a regular, or you can look up the chakra system, the 7-base chakra system online. But the lower chakras are your root chakra, which is the red chakra, and then we've got the sacral chakra, which is your orange chakra, and then we've got the solar plexus chakra, which is the yellow chakra of self-empowerment. This is where a lot of our egoic behaviors are situated, in the solar plexus chakra. So when we come to toxic masculine and feminine, a lot of those behaviors are playing out, the life force and the soul expression is playing out through only the lower chakras. So there is no heart chakra open, there is no throat chakra, there's probably a lot of density up in these higher chakras that aren't open, including the crown chakra. And then if we go into the 12-base chakra system, which is graduating from the 7-base chakra system, there's a whole other cosmic consciousness above us. So that's how you get a lot of power plays. So when we talk about the patriarchal masculine, that it's the some of these world leaders really embody it, and it's that masculine energy that thinks it's right, it can only use its mind. Yeah, you know what I mean when I say patriarchal masculinity. Like I call it really outdated masculine energy, and it's very, for me, I'm like, this is so archaic. Are we stuck in medieval times? And I think that about the toxic feminine as well. But yeah, so a lot of the life force when we have those types of behaviors is only operating from the lower chakras. That's how you get really manipulative behavior. That is how you get power plays and power struggles, and that's how you can get, it's also in the energy field as well. And you sometimes when you are interacting with people operating from their lower chakras, you feel like you're being pulled in to drama, and your life force sort of gets really intertwined, I think, with the unconsciousness of the energy. However, unconsciousness does not excuse disrespectful behavior. So that's how, those are expressing from, and that is very, very old world, and that's why I've said in the video, old world masculine feminine. I prefer to use that term old world I don't like to label people as toxic. I have been through that, and what came through to me was that it was literally just another level or expression of consciousness of the masculine and feminine in a lower expression. It does not mean that it is bad. However, I understand the need to call it bad or toxic, because it's not healthy. It's not a more integrated and spiritually and cosmically expressed masculine and feminine. I have not written any notes. I'm just going to go with what comes through. And this also has got to do with the 8-8 gateway that's incoming. Even though I'm feeling the energies of that 8-8 gateway already, and it's the 1st of August, I feel like the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th is going to be really, really illuminating. Especially feeling some energies for men, and if you've been manipulated, or you feel like you've been duped, or you've been like, what have I done? Let those energies come up and out. Oh my God, why did I give my money away to all of this? What have I done? Let those things come out and illuminate it, and then go and choose your action and what you need to do as things get illuminated, and you just let those energies come out and be illuminated to you via this 8-8 gateway. This also leads into the spring equinox on the 23rd of September. If you want to understand the 8-8 gateway energies, you can watch my 8-8 gateway video with the influx of divine feminine energy that asks us to upgrade. Spiritually and cosmically. So, yes, a planetary collapse of the old world masculine and feminine. I am most certainly not the only person to pick this up. I know a few other really intuitives that have been like picking up stuff that's going on. I'm actually just going to quickly talk about back in May when we had an eclipse window. This was very prominent for what I'm going to call this old world feminine. I'm going to call it the dark matriarch in this video. And it's literally just like a shadow version of the divine feminine that has maybe ruled the earth for a little bit too long. Oh, okay, so in May and the end of April we had an eclipse on the 30th, which gave us on April the 30th, and then into May we had the eclipse on the full moon eclipse on the 16th of May. So that was an eclipse gateway, and what I dreamt of around that time for the toxic or old world feminine was a massive, I was dreaming of just like this massive a war and being really illuminated, and like the I almost want to say on this 8-8 gateway, actually there's like a closing of the portal of the dark matriarch. I think that's what's going on, because now that I'm coming back to what I was dreaming of on the eclipse gateway, there's a demise, there's like a cosmic demise happening. And if you know what I'm talking about right now, you know what I'm talking about. If you've experienced the dark matriarch, if you have been attacked psychically, if you have been hounded, harassed by women, and you're really, really and it's always by the same type of woman. Usually there's a lot of manipulation. There's an incredible amount of power plays, and things get turned back on you, and you end up in a conflict that you didn't even have, or you're not a conflicty person and you don't understand how you ended up in this conflict. If you're watching this, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, that energy. And so what's taken place, and there's been like we haven't had divine masculine energy. I'm really feeling for this 8-8 gateway for masculine energy, like this real, like where are your morals, where are your ethics, where's your integrity, what did I do, how did I get in this situation? You're really gonna, for men specifically, you're really gonna start feeling this 8-8 gateway energy, and really asking yourself, man, I need to upgrade, and you'll be feeling it. You'll be feeling the energies coming in and really being like illuminating maybe a lot of hidden truths. Oh my goodness me. Also, there is so what in the beginning with this 888, and there's just such an important period from the 8-8 gateway to the 23rd of September. I touched briefly on this in the 8-8 video, but it's come through a lot stronger now, and I'm understanding. A karmic return, a 3-year cycle begins, a karmic return. And so with this collapse of the masculine and feminine, of these old world archetypal energies, it's like templating almost, and souls throughout the old cycle have chosen, they've either chosen to endorse the ego and really got in their lower chakras, or they've chosen love and kindness, and like, it's almost like we are experiencing a type of ending time here for those energies. And I by me saying that, that does not mean that everything on the earth is going to go nicely. I'm not saying that. And there is still, for the next 3 years, it's going to be really, really intense on the earth front, as we, with the collapse of those masculine and feminine energies not being the leading energies here anymore. That means that there is a karmic fall down, or a karmic, and it's been happening. You can see it building. It's been building up. Almost like a karmic return. And these world leaders, if you just want to, that's a good example of that patriarchal energy. It's almost like these energies have to fight to the death to have their demise, and it's like it's in great duality, and it's actually really needed to have these energies play out and really, really hash it out so they can witness their demise. And that is what's happening, the collapse of that patriarchal structure. Females can also endorse the patriarchal structure by so I'm not banging the patriarch when I just say just men, because women do it too. So they use and abuse men for money. They use and manipulate men to get status or all this other stuff. Women and men do both the things, just like the Johnny Depp. That was really interesting. The Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, that was playing out around that eclipse gateway, and I had a lot of dreams around the demise of the dark matriarch or the old world feminine archetypes. So it's really happening. I'm feeling it so strongly, and I've been dreaming of this collapse for about a year, and now I understand why I was dreaming of it. And so that means there is a collapse of these energies. So a lot of souls, and this is what I'm saying by karmic return, a lot of souls will now have the rug pulled out from under their feet, because those energies are no longer the leading energies here on the earth. We are upgrading into more higher values of the masculine and feminine. And that means that us here in souls and vessels are now going to have to clear out, also come and balance out our karma from the old cycle, also clear out all these lower chakra stuff that we've been, I was almost going to say that we've been harvesting, that we've been holding into in our lower chakras, and we have to move up out of these chakras now and into more love, harmony, peace, respect, consideration, and maturity when it comes to the masculine and feminine relationship, and interacting with each other on a really cosmic and divine level. So, yes, okay, I'm going to talk oh my god, I'm going to talk a little bit about I'm so naughty. So sometimes in spiritual things, it's like it's all good, people are doing as they are doing, but some people really deserve it, and I'm not afraid to say that. Some people really deserve what's coming. That's really naughty of me, but it's sort of like what's happened. A lot of souls who have, oh my gosh, the lighting, there we go. A lot of souls have sort of played out the same karmic loops, if you want, and stayed in the same masculine feminine expression lifetime after lifetime after lifetime of the old world, and they have perceivably gotten away with it. And because the energies were so dense, and that's how we were experiencing ourselves in that consciousness, those souls sort of got away with it lifetime after lifetime after lifetime of really bad behavior. And that can't be done here anymore. And I said in the 8-8 gateway and a ramping up, the 8-8 gateway video, ramping up of karmic cause and effect. And this is no joke, like that's really happening. I've been dreaming of people's businesses coming into a collapse, who have made a lot of money off of saying they are XYZ when they are not. Or people being manipulative and using and abusing people, and then I've dreamt of their entire business collapsing and them losing everything. It's really happening. So for the next 3 years, it's like there's a rebalancing going on, and you could find yourself, if you have really struggled the past 3 years, really been through it and really held the fort for yourself and tried really hard and got it nowhere, it's very highly likely that you could literally experience it over the 8-8 gateway in the September equinox and just find yourself in a different world. However, that's not for everyone, because there's souls who are going to experience a sort of a karmic return of their cause and effect, because those energies have sort of collapsed. There is no more grid system there holding them there, so they have to experience their own energies coming back to them now. And that's not bad. I just want to say it's not good or bad with karma. Karma is literally just a cause and effect of your actions, and when we're in density and duality like this, the learning lessons are usually very, very great and very, very harsh in order for those souls to start moving out of the lower chakras. And as we all know, that's when spiritual awakenings start to happen and people start to want to become more accountable with their behaviors. So with the karmic collapse in, you could see like a whole world's just shifting, or people just seems to be losing everything. If you're watching this video, it's really wise to just allow people what they need to learn and have compassion for their experiences, and just know that you don't have to go saving anyone. You don't have to go getting involved in trying to save anyone using your own personal life force to try and help someone who does not want to take accountability and responsibility for their own behavior. They now must go through the next 3-year cycle and learn to take accountability and responsibility for their own life force. Because in the end, no one is responsible for your life force but yourself. But yourself. You are responsible for your own actions and responses here on the earth. No one is making you do anything. So, and that's when you get collapses in the external that start triggering people out. So there's going to be an up-ramp also of chaos for the next 3 years because of that collapse of the masculine and feminine. So as those higher frequencies of the masculine and feminine start coming in, it is opening up for us to experience higher values of masculinity, higher values of the divine feminine, and the divine feminine is leading the charge here when it comes to these energies. And we are really, really wanting to start working with, to be more respectful of artists and design and art and all this other amazing stuff that the goddess and the divine feminine frequency and consciousness brings to this earth. We really, really, really want to start enhancing the earth with this divine feminine energy now. What else have we got? I'm feeling like that's all that needed to be said. That the collapse is coming, the grid system is collapsed in on itself. And again, this is not bad or good. This is literally just what happens at the ending cycle of a planetary cycle into a new cycle with new themes and energies. So again, we haven't had the divine feminine here in this way for a really long time, and that means that we haven't had her divine partner, the divine masculine, here in a really, really long time, and we don't know what divine femininity looks like. And I'm just going to be very discerning here. Just because you read stuff online about divine feminine essence and consciousness, it's actually all about embodying that, and it's an energy. there's only so far that reading a book can take you when it comes to the divine feminine essence. And when she starts coming through your consciousness and initiating you, it becomes all about energy. And the same with the masculine. We don't know what divine masculinity looks like because we haven't had it here. So we're all really confused a little bit because we don't, like, what does divine masculine, like, what does a loving man look like from his heart? Because we're so used to this masculine energy that, and what does a deep feeling man look like when he's expressing the truth of his heart? And to me, divine masculinity is very, very in alignment with his ethics, his morals, his values, and doesn't like stay astray from them, and he stands true to those spiritual values, ethics, and morals. And same with the divine feminine. The divine feminine sits with those very high ethics and morals when it comes to spiritual work and how we conduct ourselves down here on the earth. And so that's what's going to start being asked of us. And we're also going to become less tolerant of disrespectful and rude behavior. And so this is where our consciousness divide starts coming in. I'm going to do a video on the consciousness divide, but at a later date. So okay, I think I think I'm going to stop there. That the collapse has happened. I feel like I've said all the information that has needed to be said. Have I? I definitely feel like I have. Oh, okay. I feel like there's definitely, keep an eye on those 8-8 gateway energies. Yes. Yes. There is no PDF written no PDF written report for this video, just a quick planetary update. Yes, thank you for watching, and yes, it's a very, very exciting time on the earth for many of us.